His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Health, our very own Dr. Usangi Ihane, the National Chairman of our great party, the People's Democratic Party, Prince, which is Secundus, Your Excellency, my brother from Bendel, the Governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa, and his lovely wife, Mrs. Edith Okowa. Your Excellency and our Chairman, the Governor of Sokoto State, the Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwa, my brother, Your Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Iri Doye, Your Excellency, my brother who normally takes after me, the Governor of Ondo State, who is ably represented by his Deputy Governor, His Excellency, Lucky Orimiso, Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, who is ably represented by the Deputy Governor, Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Harry Banigo. Your Excellency, my lovely wife, Mrs. Betsy Opaseki, Your Excellency, my brother and Deputy Governor of Edo State, the Right Honorable Comrade Philip Schleiber, and his angel, Mrs. Miriam Schleiber. The Speaker, Edo State House,
why are you trying to do something that will favor you?
Who arguably is one of the youngest speakers in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay, you are blocking me.
The Right Honorable
So I should go back.
His lovely wife,
to bring the tripod
and
then how do you bring the tripod back?
the Chief Judge of Edo State, the Lord Honorable Justice Esther Edigin, and his spouse, my cousin, Milords, judges of the Edo State High Court, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chairman, Edo State People's Democratic Party, Chief Honorable Anthony Azegemi and his wife, service chiefs who are here present, our Royal Majesty, Omonoba Nedu Ukwa Kolokolo, Obaiwai II, the Oba of Benin, ably represented by 5 palace chiefs, led by Chief Oliha, the Oliha of Benin, Oba Tokpe, members of our families of the governor and the deputy governor, the representative of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Edugo Iyamu, my brothers and sisters, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. That I stand before you here today as the elected governor of Edo State is a testimony to the awesome power of God Almighty. and to the indomitable will and determination of the great people of Edo State. The good people of Edo State spoke unequivocally through the ballots on September 19, 2020, and have entrusted us with the task of steering our state for another 4 years. I am encouraged by the trust you have bestowed on us and grateful for your belief in my leadership and in my capacity to control. We are compelled now and again to reassess our choices in the light of the unfolding intrigues of reference on how the will of people can triumph in a democracy that functions properly. My re-election represents a new hope. I see myself as a vessel in the redefinition of democracy in Nigeria, and I am not unaware that this places enormous responsibilities on me. It is pertinent to state that there are many sides to our victory which we are relishing today. Aside from the fact that it restores hope in democracy as a form of participatory government, our victory also offers an opportunity for us to bridge the gap between a challenged past and a promising future. The unfortunate crises which we have had to endure as a people over the decades have led to deep divisions which have resulted in inequalities, injustice, underdevelopment, poverty, insecurity, and unequal distribution of opportunities. However, my people, this is the time to heal. We are kith and kin with a common destiny. Let us stop dwelling on the past. It is now time to take our collective destinies in our own hands as Edo people and commence audious task of making Edo great again. As a people, our history is replete with evidence of greatness, courage, innovation, and creativity. For centuries, as Edo people, we trod on uncharted paths. We built empires, we conquered territories far and near, and deployed a rare knack for creativity, innovation, and enterprise to attain global prominence. Today, as a people propelled by common zeal in pursuit of progress and advancement, there is nothing that we cannot overcome if we have a consensus on how to move our state forward. What we need is what I call a unity template, which will help us overcome our challenges. The unity template has the ability to help us respond to all our problems, to the economic consequences of the pandemic, to deal with our challenges of insecurity and underdevelopment, and to put us on a path to making Edo great again. In the last 4 years, we have shown that there are superior ways of running government. We have utilized the core values such as transparency, accountability, inclusiveness, prudence, and co-governance in running government. No wonder we are claimed to be a success story in good governance in Nigeria. Because of our advertisements in managing resources and redefining and deepening the social contract between government and Edo people, we believe that despite the challenges and problems which we currently face, we shall overcome. This social contract between government and the people, which you, the people of Edo State, redefined in the last election, calls for trust and reciprocity. We, as a government, do not claim to have all the solutions to all our problems. Let me, at this juncture, comment on the false dichotomy between what belongs to the people and what belongs to government. We must realize that what belongs to government belongs to the people and vice versa. It is only by bridging this dichotomy that we can deal with the realities and challenges that face our society today. This gulf also manifests the apathy to civic participation and the protection of government assets. Why should we have problems getting our people to pay taxes to a government they voted for? Government does not have money of its own. The money government utilizes to provide services and assets for its people actually belongs to the people. What we can guarantee you, my dear people of Edo State, is that we will provide value for your money, for your tax revenues, by utilizing it judiciously, transparently, and with accountability. During our last term, we were able to improve access to quality education, better healthcare, significantly upgrade our road infrastructure, commence reforms in our civil service and justice administration, develop human capacity, and created jobs, as well as improve the security of lives and property in Edo State. Unfortunately, the coronavirus pandemic has caused significant disruptions to lives and livelihood around the globe, and Edo State is not an exception. While we thank God that we have been fortunate so far and to have relatively low infection and fatality rates, we should not let our guards down. We must continue to observe all the basic COVID-19 protocols and precautions, including social distancing, avoiding crowded places, especially indoors, using face masks, frequent hand washing, and seeking medical care when we feel unwell. In the last 4 years, we have changed how government works in Edo with the introduction of Memoranda of Understanding, MOU, and Memoranda of Agreements, MOA, with organizations and communities. And this has helped to assist government in allocating responsibilities and relating with people and parties who deal with us. Your government is committed to working for every citizen in Edo State and lifting their well-being by ensuring that Edo State grows into a globally competitive economy which is enabled by technology for the benefit of our citizens. Before the year 2025, Edo State will develop and grow a digital economy and operate a digital government. The digital government we are building will plug into the new digital age and will ensure that we deliver better and efficient services to our citizens. In realizing our vision as reflected in our mega manifesto, we will focus on the following priority areas. We will grow our social sector by constantly improving our education, healthcare system, provision of social security and safety nets, and caring for the vulnerable and the disadvantaged in our state. We will rapidly develop our critical energy, housing, digital, and road infrastructure, which will provide a framework to drive our inclusive growth. We will build an economy and drive industrialization, trade, and investments to solidify our state status as a choice investment destination in Nigeria. We will work very hard to preserve our environment and public utilities and to make them more functional and make sure that we adapt to the challenges of climate change and rural-urban migration. Our major drive will be to make sure that we have a clean and green Edo State. We will continue to sustain our campaign of planting trees and restore Edo to the rainforest which God created. We will enshrine peace among our people and improve on general security to lives and property within the state. We will achieve this by working with religious, traditional, and community stakeholders and the federal law enforcement agencies. We will exploit our agricultural and natural resources by tapping into our God-given resources to provide food security, create wealth, and improve the livelihoods of our people. One of our main priorities will be to strengthen public service, public finance, and public revenue by recalibrating the workforce in the civil service so that they can plug in and work for the future. We will sustain law, judiciary, and legal reforms to ensure justice, equity, and fairness in private and public dealings. We will promote arts and culture to preserve our past and document the future and ensure that without specially thanking all well-meaning Nigerians who stood out for us in our battle to strengthen our democracy. Vote for us. I want to use some policies in the last 4 years, and I pray that God Almighty will continue to sustain you to be there for us over the next 4 years. My appreciation goes to all our traditional leaders and rulers, led by His Royal Majesty, Omonoba Nedo Kwapolopolo, Oba Ewa II, the Oba of Benin, Oba Atokpe. I am grateful to our youths, our civil servants, our teachers, our traders, our market women, Ada Ekwehi, for your commitment and loyalty. We will continue to put you first as we make